watching the reviews and then reading the comments on what everyone else did. Let me put it this way, to all you little haters out there that want to come on our videos and just talk crap, it's time to put up or shut up, literally, for you guys, because it's been a year, and it's been more than a year for a lot of you, so I'm just warning you, it's time for you guys to put up or shut up when it comes to this crap. So anyways, with that, I'm out for later. So, there was a little clip. That clip was from a week ago. That was from the last video I did, in which it clearly stated I had something planned for the RoHaters. And since then, a certain someone has put up a video about RoH. So, why did I stick that up there? That was up there to clearly show I had this video planned well before then, and this has nothing to do with him before anyone thinks it does. Now, you will also notice below, there are no comments. The comments have been disabled. Why is that? That is because of this. I want there to be an actual discussion about this. And when I say discussion, I mean video responses of some kind, of some sort. I want there to be a discussion about said topic, because I think it's a pretty important topic. I think it's a topic that's really been about a year in the making, and I think that it needs to be done. And that's the RohBOTS, the robots, versus the RoHaters, or as I would like to say, the roHaters. So, this has to do with basically kind of that. The fact that, and really what really brought this on, particularly the last set of videos that all of us that really support RoH did, trying to get people to check out Final Battle, you know, and it had been building up for a while, where we had, even on Ring of Honor's own videos, my videos, other people's videos, people were, you know, thumbing down the videos, even flagging the videos, you know, going through and just, you know, thumbing down the comments, the pro RoH comments, all of these sort of things, basically just being dicks and going, you know, as much as they could just to be little trolls. So in some ways, this is me feeding the trolls, but I think that for once, there needs to be actually some feeding of the trolls, so to speak. So, this is about them. This is also about the people that legitimately have problems with RoH and try to actually have those people actually maybe be able to actually voice some dissension between those of us that like RoH a lot and actually get a discussion on the good things, bad things about RoH. RoH is not perfect. I'm not going to sit here and say there's things I don't like about it. There's things that probably every diehard Ring of Honor fan doesn't like about RoH. But at the same time, I think most of us feel that given the alternative of WWE, TNA, and what else is out there, we'll take RoH. No matter how hard it is to watch, no matter how hard, as far as, not hard to watch, but as far as how difficult it can to be able to watch it. You know, HDNet is not seen by a lot of people, as a lot of people have pointed out. But if you want to watch it bad enough, it's easy to find. As is just about anything with RoH. If you want to watch, if you want to check it out, it is easy to check out. It's easy to find. I think the show itself, I think it's more times than not, I think it's a really good wrestling show. I think it does its job. I think it does its job of getting you to want to buy the next pay-per-view, the iPay-per-view. And I think they do a really good job of that. I think all you have to do is look at the numbers the last pay-per-view did. The last pay-per-view did more than the pay-per-view before that, and so much and so forth. The pay-per-view numbers continue to grow. And given that, I believe they almost did, the last number I saw was 2,500 on the last one, for an iPay-per-view. That's pretty darn good, as much as I would like to say. But I understand there are people out there that don't like RoH, and I would love to hear from them from once. I would love to hear what they don't like about RoH. I would love to hear, and I know there are people out there that legitimately don't like them, have made videos about them. I have seen some of these videos, and actually, you know, make some valid points as to why they don't like it, and that's fine. You know, I don't think there is a perfect product that everyone is going to like, but for every person that goes out, you know, what really annoys me is you have these people that will, for one thing, gripe that all RoH is a bunch of spot monkeys. Yet, when they do, you know, Money in the Bank, and there are insane, crazy, loony, toony spots, the same thing, you know, or they get upset, or if if TNA puts on a match that has a bunch of loony-toony crazy spots with no psychology and this, well, that's not being spot monkeys. That's just giving us real entertainment. Make up your mind, please. I've heard people talk about the fact that, you know, it doesn't have storylines. Well, it doesn't have storylines in the sense of the storylines, usually, the major storylines, revolve around either a major feud, such as Steen and Generico, which is stopped, or it revolves around a guy with the belt, and because the belts in Ring of Honor are actually seen with some importance, you know, usually feuds revolve around the belts instead of necessarily personalities, which is probably a good thing, because even though I like Ring of Honor a lot, the personalities there are, you know, kind of at best. There are some guys that have a lot of personality, some guys that have a lot of good character, but it is sold primarily on the in-ring action, and if you don't like that, well, you probably might not like the product. I can completely understand that. But when you then gripe about the fact that WWE and TNA isn't giving you the in-ring product you want, but then Ring of Honor is, but you're going to, you know, bash Ring of Honor every chance you get, I have a problem with that. So this is basically just me putting it out there. Let's get a discussion started. Let's actually, you know, talk about why you don't like it. Are you one of those people that truly don't like it and have legitimate reasons you don't like it and you can come on here and explain it? Or are you one of those people that are just a troll and all you can do is just, you know, say the same, you know, monkey see, monkey do type arguments that, you know, but you have no idea really about the arguments. You just, oh, I saw some smart guy say that, so I'll repeat it. And even though I don't know what it means. And so when someone questions me on it, then I'm going to throw out the, oh, it's my opinion, what's it matter? Crap. Instead of actually backing up your opinion. Or are you one of those, and these are the people that honestly I cannot stand the most. The people who upset because they get asked about Ring of Honor, they get in discussions about pro wrestling and someone will bring up Ring of Honor and they feel left out because they don't watch Ring of Honor, or for whatever reason they don't take the time to watch Ring of Honor, or this and that, or the only thing they're going to watch is, you know, WWE and TNA, and they don't have time to watch Ring of Honor, and they get upset because they don't know what anybody's talking about. They feel left out, and so they lash out and just take it out on those of us that are Ring of Honor fans. I think there are some people out there like that. So there is my 2 cents so far. And I will say this. I will try to, it'll probably be one mega video, but I will try to respond to any criticism, anything, any video responses I get. As I said, I want this to be a discussion. I want people to see the video responses and respond to the videos. And I want back and forth. I would actually want there to be a discussion on this subject. Because, as I've said, it's been a year now. And it's gotten pretty crazy as far as this goes. And it's really annoying from my point. So for all of you that feel like your voice isn't being heard and you hate Ring of Honor and you want to be, here you go. Here's your chance to be heard. Let's hear it. Let's hear what you have to say. And with that, I'm out. Have a good one. Later.